Forgive, but don't forget. Everybody in this world is just operating from their wounds and from the lessons that they've learned from them. I guess that saying, like, hurt people, is true, right? Sometimes people have to make mistakes and burn bridges in order to learn more about themselves, become more self-aware of the things that they need to change to be a better person or to live a better life. And so, if you're watching this, God tends to use you to be a lesson in people's life. Doesn't mean that you're meant to be a punching bag, but because you are strong and you are capable of not internalizing those attacks, God uses you to change people's hearts. God uses you to test people's hearts as well. And based on the way that they treat your relationship or your friendship, that lets God know where their heart is at and whether there needs to be more work or whether they need to be separated in order to learn those lessons. And anyways, during this Mercury retrograde, there are going to be people who want to make amends with you because they're realizing the part that they played in destroying the connection that you guys had. And they're starting to miss that connection. But you cannot forget. Also, it started drizzling, so I feel like that's a sign. But you cannot forget what they did to you or what they said. They've already shown you how far they could go. Even if they have love for you, they were still okay with hurting you. Oh my god, my hair is really bad. I don't care. But yeah, even if like they had love for you, like they were still able to hurt you, and they'll be able to hurt you again. And so it's just, you also have to protect yourself. Just because you have love for them too doesn't mean that you have to let yourself be a punching bag or that you have to keep walking on eggshells in order to make them feel more comfortable or help them heal. They're not your responsibility. God is teaching them their lessons, and my message to you is that God has relieved you of teaching, I guess. And don't get me wrong, you were also a student. You learned from this connection as well, or from losing this connection. But you played your part. You said what you needed to say. You did what you needed to do. Now that you planted those seeds, let God water them. Oh my gosh, I just realized why it started raining. Let God water them and let God water you. And for whatever reason, like, they were getting in the way of your growth. And so you've got to do yourself a favor and spend more time with people who fill your cup as much as you fill theirs. People who encourage you and who inspire you, who teach you. People who revitalize you instead of drain you. People who push you to do better for yourself. Be surrounded by those people and be more mindful about the people that don't provide all of that for you, because then there's no connection. It's just a one-sided thing, you know? It's just taking instead of giving to each other. And so you've just got to protect your energy, or rather, you have to hold on to that energy and only give it to the people who really deserve it, because you are a gift. You are a gift, and if somebody is not appreciating that gift, you need to walk away. Because that energy should be poured into yourself so that you could keep growing. So, yes, you can forgive. Definitely forgive. Because you don't want to hold on to that resentment. Resentment, anger, grief, all of that is low vibrational, and it just keeps you in the dark, and it keeps you stagnant. When you forgive, it means you're moving on, you're letting go, and you're accepting what happened and taking the lesson out of it and using that to move forward and to find better, and to accept better. Because once you cut these people out of your life, or you really close the door and you let it go, then it allows for better people to enter your life. And so you have to cut the weeds for more flowers to bloom. Yeah, so definitely take the opportunity to I guess mend things, but you cannot give them that part, so much of you anymore. And you gotta be real with them and tell them how what they did made you really feel. And that's the only way that they'll be able to grow. That's the only way you'll be able to grow, is by being real with each other and letting each other go. Yeah, so my message to you is to hear people out, but don't let them back in, because they've already shown you what they really think about you, or they've already shown you that they are capable of hurting you and that they want to hurt you. And so you can't, that you already lost the trust with them, and there's no use in building it up again. You already gave it too freely the first time. So yeah, forgive them, but that doesn't mean that you have to let them back into your life. And that's my message for you today.